divorcing in your 50s, here's what you need to know about my second date. At that time, I tried to be an F girl at 51. You know what an F boy is, right? I don't want to say it because I don't want to get banned. He's like a good time guy. This is my attempt to do that at 51. It was a fail with this particular one. This is the story of my second date, which was a Tinder date. As a refresher, I am 53 years old. A couple years ago, I got onto the dating apps after leaving my 24-year marriage. I generally will be talking about more serious things. We're not talking about that now. We're not talking about that now. We're talking about a Tinder date. We're talking about my second date ever since not dating since the invention of dirt. You know, I set up my profile as I am only interested in short term. I wrote it out. I wrote, you know, I was married for over 20 years. I've recently moved out and I'm just interested in just meeting people and having fun. Matched with this guy. We spoke on the phone. We had really good chemistry. Decided we're going to meet at a restaurant a couple of towns over. The night of our date, it's torrential rain, downpour. It was one of those like when rain comes down so strong like you could barely see. So I get to the area and I'm like, I can't even find this freaking restaurant. And I'm texting him, I'm like, I don't know where it is. Pull over, he's like, I think I see your car. So I'm like, well, you're gonna need to come and park this car for me. Because I'm a great driver, but I'm a horrible parker. And I'm a horrible parallel parker. And if you're gonna layer that into the dark of night and torrential rain, like forget it. That car, you might just leave that car on the street. So he comes out, he parks the car for me. That's the way that was our first in person. I was like, hey, poor crazy rain. I'm like, park this car. That having a great date, chemistry, laughing, like really, really cool. Like it was a fun date. I drop him off at his apartment. It was like down the street. So he gets in my car, I drop him off because that's safe. Look at these safe choices I'm making here. And then we continued to like talk on the phone and then we couldn't really like get our next date off the ground. But then he was like mad at me for not being available for him all the time. You know, I told him like, oh, I'm available next week, like Tuesday and Thursday. And then when he finally got around to deciding like, oh, okay, let's go out on Thursday, I was like, I can't. I have other plans. Like, then he was like, is it a date? Is it a date? He got really mad at me that it was another date. He was like, I don't understand why you're going on this other date when there's real chemistry and connection here.
I think the best advice I can give you, ma'am, is go back to your husband. If he was good enough to stay with for 24 years, you probably should have just worked it out. You know, you thought you can attract, you know, some younger, hotter, more rich men. It's not going to be a shocking thing if it doesn't work out for you, ma'am. Go back to your husband.
If you wanted to spice up the relationship a little bit, I'd be okay if you had another girlfriend.
Say less.
I'm being serious. I want you to be
you
happy.
You are capping.
I'm not. I want
Here,
you to be
take
happy.
my hat. That's
I'm not capping. I'm being serious.
You're saying I can get another girlfriend?
Yeah.
I think that would work out great. One that would actually know how to cook.
Yeah, that'd be good. Somebody who could cook, yeah.
Yeah, someone who cleans.
Yeah, that'd be really nice.
Maybe a brunette.
A brunette? Ooh.
Yes.
That would be an improvement to the relationship, yes. I think that is a good idea. If you can find one.
I don't know, call me crazy, but this feels like a trap. And a lot of times it's hard enough to just maintain one relationship, let alone trying to maintain two relationships at the same time. It doesn't seem like it's worth the trouble. I'd decline this offer, fellas, if you ever get it.
Okay.
The most loyal guys that you will ever meet is the ones that go to work, come home, lay in bed, scroll on his phone, overthink his entire life, and send memes to the same two friends that he only has.
It sounds like she's describing a boring guy, but based on everything I've heard over the past few years, women can't stand boring guys. So I'm very suspicious, of this young lady. I guess you guys can let me know what you think below. Are women into these type of boring guys? Or are they only into these type of guys at a certain point? I think they're only into these guys after they had their fun, if you know what I mean.
I mean, it was a crazy weekend. I'm just happy to be back,
Yeah? So what was the club you were at on Saturday?
I didn't go to a club on Saturday. I don't know.
You were sending me snaps. It looked really fun.
No, I don't think I sent any Snapchats in a club. I didn't go to a
No, like you said, hey, I miss you. Come here. Come hang out with me and my friends.
Yeah, nope. I don't think that was me. I was out of town. So,
Wait, what?
Yeah, I wasn't even here.
I know you're messing with me.
I'm not messing with you. I can promise that, that wasn't me.
Okay, if you're not messing with me, then what were you doing on Saturday?
On Saturday,
Yes.
I was at a funeral. Out of town.
No, I swear you were at the club.
Like the opposite, basically. So. I was
Oh.
someone else. Yeah.
Sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
Obviously, this is a skit, ha ha ha, but it's easier to just date one person at a time, so you don't have to deal with these type of conundrums. No feelings get hurt, and communication is key. You know, make sure you guys are on the same page and you're both not talking to anyone else, so you can really see if your relationship is a flower that can blossom.
Hi, sir. You ordered 3 hot dogs?
Oh, yes, I did.
You must be hungry.
Yeah, I am. I think these are going to really fill me up.
They will. You know, I once got stuck by 3 hot dogs.
What?
Yeah,
Wow, that must have been crazy.
it was so good.
Hey guys, do you really think she works at this establishment? I mean, the clothes match the place in the background, but I got a feeling this is the beginning of a OF video. I don't know. I guess you guys can let me know below.